All right, good morning. Happy Friday, and we are a little early, so I'll just sit tight for a minute, see if anybody jumps on. Hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, we're early, a little early today. All right, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday. It is time for the weekend, and it's also time for your HMG Weekly Wrap Up. What is going on? How's everybody's week going? I'm gonna tell you, it's been a unique week for me on many levels. Not just business wise. I know talk a lot about business, but even on a personal level, it's been uh, it's been a challenging week. A lot of things going on. Nothing necessarily bad. It's just a lot of changes happening. Getting older. Birthdays coming up. Um, got some family things that are changing, and again, nothing bad per se. It's just I don't always like change, and because there's always that um, uncertainty of what's going to happen next or whatnot. So it's been an interesting week to say the least, and I'm happy that the weekend's here. I'm just going to try to do what you can do, move on and move forward. It's all you can do. Sarah, good morning. Always appreciate you jumping on. Thank you very much. Um, and it kind of brings me to a thing of here's a question that I want to put out to everybody: the importance of like where you come from, or the legacy or history that you have. And I guess it's not really a question, but like, is that important to you? Like where your history, where you come from. You don't see a lot of things nowadays where your family's been on like in that house for 100 years, or and it gets passed on to generation. I think things have changed so much that it's kind of hard to do things that way. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of an old way of thinking, but does anybody else feel that way? Do you feel like, hey, that's important to you, or it's important to you for whatever reasons to have roots somewhere, right? Ken, good morning, brother. I appreciate you jumping on. So how important is that to you guys? Because that's kind of one of the things I've been struggling with. It's like, where are you from? Where do you live? Where do you want to end up? Where do you want to plant your roots? Is that stuff that you guys have thought about, and how has that affect you in the decisions that you have made so far in life, or maybe some decisions that you have to make coming up? Family never lived long enough. Yeah, see, and that's kind of the same. Sarah, I get where you're coming at. I moved around a lot as a kid, um, but I've had family members that have been in the same house since the '60s, um, and so it's just different. It's just different. JD, good morning, brother. How you doing? So that's kind of, sorry, I'm playing around with this light here. I don't like the way it looks. That's kind of why I asked that question, because, like I said, it's been a very unique week for me. Kind of going through a lot of things, thinking about, and it's like, where do you plant your roots? I tell everybody my home. I grew up in Wisconsin. Grew up in Wisconsin. That's always been kind of home for me. Uh, I lived in Arizona for 25 years. I still, I go down there quite a bit. Obviously, I have a place out in PA out here as well, East Coast. Really, if I could put an address on my vehicle, I would do that too, as much as I'm in it, as much as I'm driving around, you know. Uh, so it, I don't know, that was one of the things I wanted to ask. So again, nothing bad per se. It was something that's weighed heavy on my mind. I thought I'd share it and wanted to get your guys' input on, you know, putting down roots and I guess you could say your forever home. Maybe is that it? Ken, you've been yeah. See, that's a long time, man. I mean, yeah. And see, that's cool. I think there's something to be said about that because your kids and stuff are there. You've grown up in that same area. You know, like you said, other than being active duty and whatnot, moving around, you know, you get to see the world, but you always get to come back to a place that I don't know, Ken. Maybe this is something you can answer. Is that northern Arizona, and that's such a beautiful area where you guys are at? Um, has that always been like a place where when you've gone, you were able to come back to that area and kind of get collected and centered? I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, no, that's yeah. So again, it's all good things. But I'm gonna move on, and you guys answer that question. That's fine. I'll get to that here in a second. But all good things. Know who you are, where you come from. Know your value as well. I think a lot of people don't know who HMG is, who Adam Bird is. You guys do because you're up here, weekly, and I appreciate that. A lot of people don't know I have several businesses and a nonprofit. That's not something I always advertise and whatnot. I try to think of myself as a humble person, and I had a dear friend of mine yesterday say it's time to kind of you could still be humble, but it's time to let people know what you're doing and kind of get it out there more. And this is really only the time where I say what I do is during this live, and it's once a week, and it's really not making it makes a little bit of a difference, but it needs to be more. So it's been awesome for me, but tired of. Listen, folks, if you've never been to Arizona, if you don't think it snows in Arizona, damn it, it snows. I just saw on the news, what was it, yesterday or the day before, or it might have been on social media, like a truck driving thing, where they shut down I-17 from Phoenix to Flagstaff because they're icy roads, and it's a winter wonderland up there. Northern Arizona gets a lot of snow up there, man. It gets a lot of snow. Um, Sarah, I am not in Texas, although I wouldn't mind being in Texas. Texas, good parts of Texas. There's some good places. Um, so yeah, know who you are, know your value, and be positive. You guys are gonna see things. I'm gonna be promoting stuff that I do here as well as with the other companies that are involved with HMG. And I just want to say thank you all of you guys, the three of you that are on right now, those that leave comments and whatnot. Thank you for being here. So I appreciate it. Man, Camp Navajo. Now there's a place I haven't been in a long time. That brings back a lot of memories, Ken. God dang, man. Yeah, I miss you guys up there. I really do. 6 to 8 feet of snow drifts up there. I I can't remember the last time they had that much snow when I was there. I think the last time I was up there was I don't know, 2017, 18 maybe, just kind of going through. That's such I tell you what, it, one of the greatest places I've ever lived was Flagstaff. I love Flag. I lived in Flagstaff in the late '90s, early 2000s. Um, Flagstaff will always hold a special place in my heart. Um, I was with the Arizona Guard, 2220th Transportation Company out of there. The Armory is, I believe, it's shut down now up there, but just some amazing, amazing people that I got to serve with, and friends for life that I made up there. but that area to live in up there is just absolutely beautiful. So if any of you watch this that have never been to Arizona, those of you that watch this over the weekend, if you ever drive through Arizona, take I-40 all the way across the top there and go through Flagstaff, Arizona. It is absolutely gorgeous up there. Some of the best country you'll ever see in the United States, and in my opinion. So let me see here, JD. What do we got here? Yeah, yeah, that's true. Stop thinking. Don't worry about what other people think. Yeah, I'm still there. Hey, what's going on this weekend? There's a lot going on this weekend. Let's talk about this weekend. Let's go racing, folks. Let's go racing. NASCAR is in the desert. They're down in Phoenix this weekend. And if you head down to Phoenix, you're a NASCAR fan, you're going to be down in Phoenix this weekend, make sure you say hello to the HMG crew down there. Rhonda and JD, we just got a new intern that's going, but Rhonda, our photographer, Rhonda's been with us for, oh, geez, as long as I can remember, years, 5, 6 years, 7 years. Absolutely amazing, incredible photographer. So if you're around the track this weekend, make sure you say hello. JD, not doing photos, but he will be in and around the track. So if you see his ugly mug, make sure you slap him upside the head for me as well. So yeah, HMG crew always doing a fantastic job covering NASCAR this weekend. I'm super stoked about it. So there you have it, all you NASCAR fans. Hey, listen, this Sunday is daylight savings. Now, you Arizona people, you know nothing about it, daylight savings. Maybe you do up on the reservation, but the rest of the country, they got that thing called daylight savings. So what does that mean? You know, I've talked about this in the past couple years. And daylight savings, that means it's like, I think Arizona is going to be 3 hours behind the East Coast at that point. So maybe we redo the show instead of doing it at 9 a.m. Because the rest of the world's going to be still sleeping like they usually are. Maybe I moved the show time a little bit later on Fridays. You know what? Let me ask you guys, what are your guys' thoughts? What is your opinion on the show time on Fridays after daylight savings? And listen, just because I'm adjusting it, you guys notice the bow tie for the month? Yeah, because next week's what? Other than my birthday, St. Patty's Day. That's right. This is the one day where everybody turns Irish, right? I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, play your day. I'm never a fan. Listen, I tell you what, it's the one thing I still got to play down in Tucson. But when I leave Arizona, I always hate having to change my watches and stuff like that because it's like I never get on the same time again. I miss it. I do. Not having to change my clocks. So listen, those of you outside of Arizona, those of you that are in the states that recognize daylight savings, don't forget to change your clocks this weekend. Hey, listen, we got a new sponsor on the network. I got to talk about this group here. Carrabba's Italian Grill down in Fayetteville, North Carolina, just outside of the Fort Bragg area. Awesome crew down there. Ryan, the restaurant owner down there, has got an amazing crew. Make sure if you're ever traveling through Fayetteville or you're down in North Carolina, go check out Carrabba's. The staff there is amazing, and they treat you well. So make sure you check it out. JD got up at 6 a.m. That's right. That's right. It's good that you have that. What else? Hey, listen. Newsflash. March 30th, Phoenix. Since we're doing this must be a West Coast theme this morning. Phoenix, Arizona, March 30th. Vet Talks. It's the 9th annual Veteran Business Networking and Career Event in conjunction with Career Connectors. This event brings together Arizona award-winning military-friendly companies with veteran business professionals. Explore careers with veteran-committed companies from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the University of Phoenix, and it's their River Point address. I'm going to put it down here right now. Yours truly is planning on being in town just for a few days for that event. I've been asked to come down, say a few words, so I'm going to come down. I'm going to be there. I'll be in Phoenix for a couple of days at the end of the month. So those of you, if you want to get together, you want to come down, have a drink, have dinner, whatnot, let me know. Let's pick a place and we'll make it happen. What else do we have? Our friends over at Team Atto. Listen, they have. I've put this out every weekend. You got a 1 in 5,000 chance to win this 2022 custom Ford Bronco. I'm posting it right now. This thing is beautiful, guys. It's $100. For $100. They're only selling 5,000 tickets, and they've sold the majority of them already. So listen, if you want a chance to win, go to Bronco Dream giveaway, Team Atto. I just posted it in the links below. If you win, you get a 1 in 5,000 chance of winning. Tickets are $100. If you win, you will get $10,000 cash to go towards tax, tag, and registration. So make sure you go check it out. Get your tickets today. All right, Ken, I'll try. Hey, man, I appreciate it, brother. I really do. And you always do, JD. I appreciate it. So listen, those of you maybe those of you that are married, or maybe you need a new vehicle for yourself, go check it out. For $100, you could win this beautiful brand new Bronco. I mean, this thing is it's gorgeous. Go check it out. Next up, we have, what do we have? We have what do we have? What was I going to say? Oh, Hogs for Heroes barbecue, Rhode Island, May 5th. So we're going to be up in Rhode Island, May 5th. I'm super stoked by it. Last year we had an amazing time. The food was absolutely awesome. Hogsforheroes.org. Go check it out. And if you've never been to Rhode Island, come on up. Listen, let's get a party up there. Let's have a party in Rhode Island, May 5th. Come on up. And money last year went to the Hunter 7 Foundation, which is an amazing nonprofit organization that does stuff with cancer treatments and stuff for veterans. So check that out. And then the following weekend, May 12th, at the Gaylord National Resort at National Harbor, Maryland, we're doing the American Veterans Ball. How many of you that were active duty went to your ball, whatever service branch you were in? How many of you went to the ball? Listen, this is the only veterans ball in the United States. It's awesome. It's going to be a great time. They're expecting about 1,200 people this year. We Heroes Media Group have been covering this event. We've covered it 4 out of the 6 years. It's absolutely amazing. It's a good time. Get your tickets. I'll post them here at the end of the show. Okay, so check it out, American Veterans Ball. Next up, we got our coffee subscription. I got to give a shout out to our sister company there, in my horrible display of attempt of trying to show the coffee in the background. HMG Beverage has got subscriptions going on. Now listen, if you sign up for your monthly subscription, 1, you'll never run out of coffee. 2, the difference between us and everybody else, a lot of coffee, and there's a lot of great coffee companies out there. Listen, I get it. Most of the bags that you get are 12-ounce bags. Ours are 16-ounce. They're 1-pound bags that you get. We'll have them delivered to your door. And if you sign up for the subscription, use promo code HMG, you'll get 10% off every time. So sign up for the subscription. Never run out of coffee again. All right. That's it. And if you've ordered coffee from us, go to hmgbeverage.com and leave a review, please. Now we have an opportunity to leave a review, so check that out. New show coming to HMG. We're super excited about this. Wheelchairs for Warriors. This is a great organization. I met these ladies down in Florida, February of 2020, and kind of lost connection, but reconnected here recently. And they're bringing their podcast onto HMG, and we are super excited about it. The organization is called Wheelchairs for Warriors. Go to wheelchairsforwarriors.org, and you can find out more information about them. And stay tuned because they're going to have their podcast up here available on HMG here in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, love it. Let's get into some of the shows. We got just a couple of shows this week, and I want to dive into this and then kind of go back and recap some events and some other things that we have coming up. So stay with me, guys. First up, we got Pushing Back Chaos. This week, they're talking about building, maintaining, and reestablishing trust. Big one. It's the bedrock of everyday life that we trust our family, closest friends, work colleagues, teammates, and we'll even say the fellow drivers on the road, trusting that they're going to stay in their lanes, right? That's a lot to ask for, I think, nowadays. Trust is not just given freely or achieved without effort. Some of us aim to create trust. Some are struggling to maintain it. In some cases, some wish to reestablish trust after it was just been broken on your behalf or from the other person, other party. In this episode of Pushing Back Chaos, they bring back a previous guest they've had on, Cameron Hamilton, and they discussed about this trust, building trust, and what that means. This is a great episode. So check it out. It's this week's Pushing Back Chaos. Next up, we have the Decision Hour. It's been a little while since I've not been on task with what I said I was going to do this year, but I was able to get one in, squeeze one in this week. And I sat down with a friend of mine, Grant Rogers. Grant's is a Army veteran. He was a PSYOP guy. And this week we titled it Be Still. This show's going to come out later today, probably around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock today. So just in time for your drive home. And it was a great interview. And we're really kind of talking about our faith. Quite frankly, I think there's not a lot of people that talk about faith. They're afraid to talk about it nowadays. And most of you know me. I've always been one to kind of push the envelope a little bit. So that's what we did with this one. And Grant felt the same way. So we talked about our faith in Jesus Christ and what that meant to us and how we are helping others on a larger scale. So check that out. That'll be coming up later on this afternoon. It's called the Decision Hour. Woo! All right, next up, we got the Power of Investing in People podcast with our gal Shay Sparks. This one here is, what does it mean to be an alpha? That's a great question. What does it mean? What does it mean to be an alpha, or what does it mean to you? Is it a negative or a positive thing? Is it only about becoming dominant, or could it mean much more than that? Sometimes we shy away from leadership roles because our inner negative voice. So this episode, Shay shares how she redefines what an alpha means, or what it means to be an alpha. Check it out. That's this week's The Power of Investing in People podcast. Next up, we got the Arms Room. This week they're talking about practice. They're discussing what to practice and how to practice regarding your emergency medical skills. Everybody needs to listen to this one, and everyone needs to take note. This is a great episode, and it really puts into perspective, because you never know when you're going to need to, put your skills to work, whether it's out in the woods, you hurt yourself, or you roll up on a car accident or what have you. So check it out. It's the Arms Room. Next up, Chasing Happiness. Listen, this guy, he's on fire this week. He's got several episodes out this week. You can follow him on Facebook, Chasing Happiness Podcast. Check it out. Next up, we have The Hack Life with our buddy Joel. Joel was actually on Fox and Friends this morning talking about the criminal city leaders of San Francisco. I said it. In fact, I'm going to put this up here right now so you guys can check this out, because Joel is a former San Francisco community hero. He was a police officer, refused to get the jab, so they forced him out, and he had a lot to say, and it was a good segment, so check it out. Next up, we got Label Free Podcast. This one, this episode this week, it's called The MILF Whisperer. That's what it's called, folks. I can't make this shit up. It's called The MILF Whisperer with Maverick Willett. Maverick is a former Army Ranger veteran. He's a proponent of tracking your nutrition for results. He focuses on helping women in their 30s and beyond to understand their nutrition and make better decisions about their diet. Willett believes in understanding your macronutrients can help you better understand your body, your needs, your weight, and what you can do to reach your fitness goals. So, yep, that's this week's Label Free Podcast. Check it out. Yeah, it was actually kind of a funny one too. Next up, we got Because Bikers Matter podcast with our man Vegas, David Schumann. This week, he sits down with Chris Biggs, who's the co-owner of Just Ride 5. It's a women's motorcycle apparel company, sets out to make clothing for men. And then she discovers how to honor her brother's memory and give back to veterans, all while creating stylish, slimming, and protective apparel. So it was a cool episode. Check it out, Because Bikers Matter. Next up, we got Time to Shine Today with our man Fergie. This week, empowering cops in their personal lives. And I'm so proud of this guy here. This week's interview was with police officer, speaker, writer, and podcast host, and someone who I'm honored to call a friend, Mr. Wayne Mudler. Wayne is on, he's from On the Blue Line podcast. This was a great episode, and I was glad to see these guys link up and get this show done. So, empowering our community heroes, awesome show. Check it out. That's this week's Time to Shine Today. Next up, we got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project every Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you check it out. This Sunday, they'll have another round table and discussion, and you can follow them on Facebook to find out who's going to be on the next show. So check it out. We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project. God's Good Table. Follow them on IG. Please, you'll be happy that you did. They're putting out a ton of content right now, and it's absolutely awesome. Learn to plant, learn to self-medications, things that you can make. She does amazing stuff. God's Good Table, check it out. Next up, we got the MSEC podcast, Reflect and Connect, a social emotional learning, Reflect and Connect, social emotional learning. That's what I wanted to say. This week, Elizabeth Dale Denise from SAM, which is one of their programs that they have there at MSEC, discusses the use of artwork to exercise interpersonal skills and build strategies for connecting with other people. You already know what's coming. Military Child Education Coalition, MSEC. If you're active duty guard, reserve, or veteran and you have kids in the home, follow this organization. They have a ton of resources for military kids, and it's awesome. So I think they're doing a great job. Shout outs. Listen, I got to give some shout outs here, man. First off, the suit that you see me in today, this is another JB Auto Clothiers. Made in the USA, veteran owned and operated. If you need a jacket or a new suit, get it made right here in the United States of America. Check out JB Auto Clothiers, made to measure suits for you. My tax fella, listen, it's tax season. If you're unsure of what you want to do, or you're just tired of crunching numbers yourself, go to mytaxfella.com. Hit up our boy Anthony and his crew over there. They're absolutely amazing folks over there. Have them get your stuff done. You'll be happy that you did. Tell them that we sent you. My Tax Fella, check it out. Alibi Tattoo, absolutely love it. Poke Barry, they do ink. If you're in the Pennsylvania area, you want some ink done, go check out Alibi Tattoo in Pelham, Pennsylvania. Love those guys down there. Honor Brewing, some of the best beer you'll ever taste, guys. Seriously, they got a new facility going up just outside of Washington D.C. It's these people there. It's veteran owned as well. Honor Brewing, go check it out. Love these guys as well. Forget Genetics. This is my buddy Barry. If you're into hunting, then you definitely, if you hunt, period. If you hunt, you need to check out Forget Genetics. His products and stuff. You put this stuff out, you have deer from every county in the state coming to your property. Stuff's amazing. Go check it out. And then of course, Carrabba's down at Fayetteville. Ryan, thank you, brother, for your support. We appreciate you, and we are looking forward to coming back down to Fort Bragg and hitting you guys up. Amazing staff there at Carrabba's down in Fayetteville. Thank you very much. Last, certainly not least, HMG Beverage, our sister company. Listen, guys, liquor's going out here real soon. In fact, you can purchase it in the state of Missouri right now, and hopefully here in the next couple of weeks we're going to be able to get it out. I've been saying it for a long time, but we're on the verge of getting the liquor out as well. The coffee is available for anybody right now. If you're a business owner and you want your own blend, we do wholesale as well. Contact us about our wholesale prices and stuff as well. Yeah, JD, thanks for pointing out that. So listen, if you are in the Phoenix area this weekend, go to NASCAR, check it out. You'll have a blast. Let me tell you, make sure you say hi to my crew down there, working the tracks. And since JD wants to poke fun at Aaron Rodgers, make sure you slap him upside the head for me, since I'm not going to be there. Don't forget, daylight savings is Sunday. Thanks again to all of our sponsors. March 30th, don't forget Vet Talks, Phoenix, Arizona. If you're looking for a job from 11 to 1 p.m., March 30th at the University of Phoenix, come on out for the 9th Annual Veterans Business Networking and Career Event. I will be there. The plan is that I'm going to be there. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. So come on down, say hello. And don't forget, listen, go check out this Bronco, man. Go at least check it out. Buy a ticket. It's 1 in 5,000 chance of winning. That's it. That's all the time I got. Before I let you guys go, don't forget, as always, be the light in someone's darkness. Man, whew, I'm telling you, man, it's been one of those weeks. Be the light in someone's darkness. Smile a lot, make someone laugh, and know someone cares. I love you all. God bless you. God bless America. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care.